Aiden lived a simple life. He was a kind peasant with a heart full of love, especially for his two animal companions, Bruno the dog and Misty the cat. Every morning, Aiden would wake up to the gentle nudges of Bruno and the soft purring of Misty, a routine that filled his heart with joy. Bruno, a sturdy sheepdog, was Aiden's ever-loyal friend, always by his side. Whether Aiden was working in the fields or taking a stroll through the village, Bruno's presence was a constant source of comfort and security. Misty, a sleek grey tabby, was more independent, but just as devoted to Aiden. She had a knack for finding the coziest spots on the farm, often curling up in the sunniest corners, her eyes half closed in contentment. She would often be found curled up in a sunny spot watching over the farm. Her keen eyes missed nothing, and she took her role as the farm's guardian very seriously. Aiden's farm was small but well kept. He took great pride in maintaining it, ensuring that every corner was neat and every plant was healthy. He grew vegetables and kept a few chickens for their eggs. The vegetable garden was a vibrant patchwork of colours, with rows of tomatoes, carrots and lettuce thriving under Aiden's care. Bruno helped herd the chickens, his tail wagging with pride. He took his job seriously, guiding the chickens with gentle nudges and barks, ensuring they stayed safe and together. Misty would stalk mice in the barn, ensuring their grain was safe. Her agility and sharp senses made her an excellent hunter, and Aiden often praised her for keeping the barn free of pests. Life was peaceful, a harmonious rhythm of nature and companionship. Aiden felt truly blessed. The days were filled with the sounds of chirping birds, rustling leaves, and the gentle clucking of chickens, creating a symphony of tranquility. He had all he needed: his farm, his animals, and the quiet beauty of the countryside. The simplicity of his life brought him immense satisfaction, and he cherished every moment spent in the serene environment he called home. He would often sit on his porch as the sun set, Bruno at his feet, and Misty purring on his lap, feeling grateful for his simple life. The sunsets were particularly breathtaking, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, a daily reminder of the beauty that surrounded him. Little did he know, a storm was brewing on the horizon, a storm that would test the strength of their bond. The peaceful days were about to be disrupted, and Aiden, Bruno and Misty would soon face challenges that would require all their courage and resilience. Days turned to weeks, and the weather began to change. The once predictable patterns of sunshine and clear skies started to shift, hinting at something brewing on the horizon. The sky, usually a brilliant blue, took on a dull, greyish hue. It was as if the heavens themselves were cloaked in a shroud of uncertainty, casting a sombre mood over the landscape. The air, once fresh and fragrant, became heavy with moisture. Each breath felt thick, laden with the promise of rain, and the mist that hung in the air seemed to whisper secrets of the storm to come. Aiden, a man in tune with nature, felt a sense of unease creep into his heart. He had always trusted his instincts, and now they were telling him that something significant was on its way. He knew a storm was coming. The dark clouds gathered ominously, swirling in a dance of impending chaos, and Aiden could almost feel the electricity in the air. Bruno, usually so playful, grew restless, pacing the farmyard. His usual exuberance was replaced by a nervous energy, as if he too could sense the tension in the atmosphere. Misty, normally content to bask in the sun, stayed close to Aiden, her soft purrs tinged with anxiety. She clung to him, seeking comfort and reassurance in the face of the unknown. The animals, too, could sense the impending change in the weather. The usually calm and serene farm was now filled with a palpable sense of unease, as if every creature was bracing for what was to come. One evening, as the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the farm, Aiden noticed the first flashes of lightning in the distance. The sky was painted with hues of orange and purple, a stark contrast to the ominous storm clouds. The wind, previously a gentle breeze, picked up, rustling the leaves in the trees with an angry whisper. It howled through the branches, carrying with it the scent of rain and the promise of a tempest. He knew he had to act fast. There was no time to waste as he hurried to secure everything on the farm, his mind racing with thoughts of what needed to be done. His old barn, its wooden beams weathered by time, wouldn't stand a chance against a severe storm. Aiden's heart ached at the thought of losing it, but he knew he had to prioritize the safety of his animals and home. The first rumbles of thunder echoed across the valley, a deep guttural sound that sent shivers down Aiden's spine. Bruno barked, a sharp, worried sound, and Misty let out a low growl, her green eyes wide with fear. Aiden placed a reassuring hand on Bruno's head and stroked Misty's soft fur. "Don't worry, my friends," he said, his voice calm despite the tremor in his heart. "We'll be safe. We just need to prepare the barn." Aiden grabbed his lantern and lit it, the warm glow pushing back the shadows that danced in the gathering darkness. He knew the storm would be upon them soon. Every minute counted. Aiden, with Bruno and Misty at his heels, hurried to the barn. The old structure creaked and groaned, as if sensing the approaching danger. Aiden's heart sank as he surveyed the barn's weak points. The loose roof tiles, the flimsy window shutters, the rickety doors. Right then he muttered, rolling up his sleeves, "Let's get to work." He knew what needed to be done. He gathered sturdy planks of wood, heavy stones to weigh them down, and coils of thick rope. He had faced storms before, and he knew the importance of being prepared. Section 5. Working together. As the wind howled outside and the first fat raindrops began to fall, Aiden, Bruno and Misty worked tirelessly. Aiden, with his strong farmer's hands, secured the loose roof tiles with planks of wood, hammering them in place with swift, sure blows. Bruno, his powerful jaws gripping the rope, helped Aiden secure the window shutters, pulling them tight against the wind's angry gusts. Misty, agile and quick, darted back and forth, retrieving dropped tools and bringing them back to Aiden. They worked in perfect unison, a testament to the years of trust and companionship they shared. Aiden knew he couldn't have done it without his loyal companions. They were a team facing the storm together. Section 6. The Storm's Fury. As darkness fell completely, the storm unleashed its full fury. The sky, once a canvas of twilight hues, was now a churning mass of black clouds, swirling ominously. The wind roared like a wild beast, whipping the rain into a frenzy. It howled through the trees, bending them to its will, and sent leaves and debris flying through the air. Lightning flashed, illuminating the sky with an eerie, white-hot light, followed by deafening claps of thunder that shook the ground beneath their feet. Each bolt seemed to tear the sky apart, casting fleeting shadows on the landscape. Inside the barn, huddled together for warmth and comfort, Aiden, Bruno and Misty waited out the storm. The walls of the barn provided a fragile barrier against the chaos outside, but inside they found a semblance of safety. Aiden kept a watchful eye on the barn's structure, ready to reinforce any weak points. He moved from beam to beam, ensuring that everything was secure, his heart pounding with each creak and groan of the wood. Bruno whined softly, his body pressed close to Aiden's, seeking reassurance. The dog's eyes were wide with fear, but Aiden's steady presence provided a calming influence. Misty, perched on a hay bale, her eyes reflecting the storm's fury, licked her paws nervously. Her ears twitched at every sound, her body tense and alert, ready to spring into action if needed. The storm raged throughout the night, a relentless assault of wind and rain. The sound of the rain pounding on the roof was a constant reminder of the tempest outside, a symphony of nature's raw power. The barn creaked and groaned, but it held firm, a testament to Aiden's hard work and the strength of their bond. Despite the storm's fury, they knew they would endure together, as they always had. Section 7. A Night of Worry. Despite the howling wind and the relentless rain, Aiden found comfort in the presence of his two faithful companions. He stroked Bruno's soft fur and listened to Misty's gentle purring, drawing strength from their unwavering loyalty. He knew the storm was testing them, pushing them to their limits, but he also knew they would face it together, come what may. They were a family, bound by love and trust. The hours crawled by, each one an eternity. Aiden didn't dare sleep, fearing the storm might worsen. He knew he had to stay vigilant, ready to act at a moment's notice. Section 8. Dawn breaks. As the first rays of dawn pierced through the darkness, the storm finally began to subside. The wind, exhausted from its furious dance, died down to a gentle breeze. The rain, no longer a raging torrent, slowed to a soft drizzle. Aiden, weary but relieved, emerged from the barn, Bruno and Misty at his side. They stepped out into a world washed clean by the storm. The air was fresh, the sky a brilliant blue, and a rainbow arced across the horizon, a symbol of hope and renewal. Aiden took a deep breath, filling his lungs with the sweet morning air. He had done it. They had survived the storm. Section 9. The strength of friendship. Aiden surveyed his farm, his heart filled with gratitude. The barn, though battered and bruised, stood strong, a testament to the strength of their teamwork. He had faced the storm's fury and emerged victorious, thanks to the unwavering loyalty of his two animal companions. He knelt down and embraced Bruno and Misty, burying his face in their fur. "Thank you," he whispered, his voice thick with emotion. "I couldn't have done it without you." As they walked back towards the farmhouse, the rising sun casting long shadows behind them, Aiden realized the storm had taught him a valuable lesson. It had reminded him of the importance of friendship, loyalty, and the strength that comes from facing challenges together.